Hey everyone, Mr. Happy here, and welcome to my guide to Kugane Castle, a level 70 dungeon made available in patch 4.0. It can be unlocked after completing the 4.0 main scenario quest and then speaking to the East Aldenard Trading Company associate in Kugane to accept the quest King of the Castle. This dungeon rewards item level 300 weapons, armor, and accessories. This dungeon also drops several grade 5 and grade 6 materia, and the final boss drops a minion. This dungeon is broken up into several trash pools, some environmental hazards, and 3 bosses. To skip to a specific boss, please check the description of the video for time skips. The first bunch of trash contains just a bunch of ninjas and some living armor mobs. There's nothing special here, but some extra mobs will jump at you on the bridge after you clear out the first pack that's there. Move into the garden to reach the first boss. The first boss is Zul'Komaro, who has mostly Dullahan style skills, as well as a room-wide AoE. The one main mechanic of this fight are the Harakiri Kosho mobs that spawn. These guys are basically suicide bombers. They will tether to a player, chasing them while they prepare to explode. If they reach a player, they will grab on and bind them. You just want to bait these away from the party and kill them off before moving out of their AoE. Keep in mind that even if you are grabbed, it only binds you, so you can still attack, as long as you were looking in the direction of the enemy when you were bound. Later on, 2 of these will spawn, so just stack them in the same location as best as possible, kill them, and the fight is easy. He does also have a split damage AoE, but you've seen plenty of that already. The second set of trash contains more ninjas, though the Amitsus are much bigger and stronger. The main thing to watch out for here are the summoners, who will attempt to summon those giant head mobs. The first pull will have 1, the second pull will have 1, and then 3 more will jump down after you clear the second trash pull, and they'll all try to summon. On the third set, just try to kill 1 or 2 of them before they finish summoning. The summon mobs aren't really hard, it's just better to not have to deal with as many, right? After this, move on to the second boss. The second boss is Dojinmaru, who is one of those giant ninja mobs from earlier. He, of course, has a standard tank cleave. When the boss uses Clockwork Medium, he will summon assistants to flip the floor panels under you, dealing damage and giving vuln stacks to any caught on the trembling panels when they erupt. He also likes to do lightning AoEs during this that are targeted on individual players, and later in the fight, he'll do more panel flips and more thunder AoEs, so just move away from the danger zones and spread out. The mobs spawning to flip the panels also do line AoEs, so just avoid those. As the fight drags on, the boss will summon adds by his side, which do line AoEs and then explode for massive damage if they're not killed fast enough. The number of these adds increases as he gets lower on health, although I've never seen more than 3 of them, so just make sure to burst them down when they spawn and you should have an easy time. The final set of trash is more mobs you dealt with before, plus some eagles and new Karakuri mobs. They don't do anything special, it's just a new model. The bomb mobs from the first boss spawn as well, but they only try to explode on low health as opposed to tethering to players and all that junk, so just focus them down when they spawn. Most of the mobs come from the final hallway before the boss, where wave after wave of mobs spawn as you clean them out. Finish off all the waves of mobs in that hallway and move on to the final boss. The final boss of this dungeon is Yojimbo and Diagoro. He has several AoEs, cleaves, and dashes, but his main mechanic is getting paid. He will occasionally charge up Zanmato, his ultimate attack. His employer will then throw gold onto the arena to pay him, which Diagoro jumps around attempting to collect for his master. You simply have to collect the gold before Diagoro can pick it up. Diagoro deals some damage and knocks back as he jumps around the arena, so keep that in mind. When the phase is finished, Zanmato will deal damage based on how much of the gold Diagoro managed to pick up, so keep his payments low and it deals negligible damage. The second time he does Zanmato, he also summons 4 dragon heads that do line AoEs, so kill those while also collecting the gold. Just deal with all the AoEs between the Zanmatos and collect the gold when he does them, and it'll be done quick. Yojimbo, however, isn't willing to give away his life so easily, so after the fight, he flees. The question is, when will he be seen again? Thank you for watching my guide to Kugane Castle. Be sure to check out my other dungeons and guides on my channel. Be sure to like, favorite, subscribe, and share, and stay tuned for everything Stormblood. Thanks for watching, and until next time, take care.